Alright, so this is the help video for the figurative language assignment. It is something that's front and back, but it is only a paragraph on each side, so this should not take very long. I'm going to read them out loud, and as long as you're watching this video, you should do very well on it, because I am going to give you hints and guide you in the right direction with this. So we're going to start with exercise 21, which is the one with the happy face on it. And I'll go ahead and start reading. So it says, for many people, August is a day in the sun. It is a time to go to the beach or the mountains or the woods. With its warm, sunny weather, August invites people to play and relax. Some people also think that August is a good time to smile. These folks belong to the secret society of happy people. On this group's calendar, August is called the National Happiness Happens Month. How do you celebrate this month? Some people do funny things while others just smile a lot. No frowning faces are allowed. All right. There's actually more than one figurative language in here, but the first one they give us is August is a day in the sun. And it gives us four choices here. Is that a metaphor where you're comparing two unlike things without using like or as? Is it personification, giving human traits to something that's not human? Simile, comparing two unlike things, using like or as, or hyperbole, just a really humongous exaggeration. August is a day in the sun. Number 2, these words compare blank to blank. Well, this one actually helps us answer number 1. So obviously, this figurative language is comparing two things. So it's either metaphor or simile. So use the worksheet sometimes, the hints it gives you to help you. So number 1 is either metaphor or simile. So what's being compared in this example? August is a day in the sun. What's being compared? Number 3, find and underline another example of figurative language in the paragraph. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give that to you. It says, August invites people to play and relax. So go ahead and either underline or highlight that, and that takes care of number 3. What would you call this? August invites people to play and relax. Is that a metaphor? Comparing two things without using like or as. Personification, giving human traits to something that's not human. Simile, comparing two unlike things using like or as. Or hyperbole, just a really big exaggeration. All right, and so whichever one that you think that is, you write on this line. Number 5, they want the meaning of August invites people to play and relax. Well, August doesn't literally invite people to play and relax. Okay, can't do that. So what does the author mean about August then? How is he describing August? With that fun, silly language of figurative language that he's using. All right, so you're going to write that in for number 5, what the author means by August invites people to play and relax. And now let's flip to the other side for exercise 22. All right, it says, most flowers are sweet smelling. In fact, perfumes are made from many flowers. But the rafflesia is such a stinky flower that it makes people regret having a nose. I don't know about that. This strange flower grows in the forests of Southeast Asia. Not only is the rafflesia smelly, but one blossom can be as large as a truck tire. Because these flowers are so unusual, many scientists and tourists travel to see them. However, scientists are worried that rafflesias may be in danger of dying out. The forests in which they grow are being cut down. All right, so it gives us the first one, that this flower is so stinky, it makes people wish they never had a nose. Oh, that's silly. That's not literally true. So which of the 4 describes this. And look at number 2. This time it's not saying two things are being compared. So I can eliminate these two right away. So it's either personification or hyperbole. Such a stinky flower that it makes people regret having a nose. Is that giving human traits to something that's not human? Or is that a really big exaggeration to prove a point? Number 2, these words suggest. So what does the author mean then? Because we don't literally regret, we wouldn't regret having a nose if we smelled this flower. We wouldn't like it, we'd probably move away from it, but we wouldn't want to like chop our nose off because of it. So what does the author mean by the flower is such a stinky flower that it makes people regret having a nose? Number 3, find and underline another example of figurative language in the paragraph. And that one is, one blossom can be as large as a truck tire. Okay, so what is going on here? Is this a metaphor, two things being compared without like or as? Is it personification, giving human traits to something that's not human? Is it a simile, two things being compared using like or as? Or is it hyperbole, just a really, really big exaggeration to prove a point? So you're going to pick one of those 4. It could be any one of those 4. I'm not eliminating any of them for number 4. And you can put whichever one you think it is on a line for number 4. Number 5, write the meaning of the second figure of speech in your own words. So what does the author mean by one blossom can be as large as a truck tire? What does he mean by that? That's pretty easy. All right, if you have any questions about this, you still need some help, then you need to message me. I know a lot of you are struggling with figurative language. So if you are struggling through this, you need to let me know so I can reach out to you and help you. Don't just fill in any random thing and turn it in when it's time to go back to school, because I'm not able to help you then. It's already turned in. And I would rather reach out and help you now while you're working on it so that you can understand what you're doing. If you have any questions, again, message me in Google Classroom. You can send it on email. Your parents can message me on Blooms, and I will reach out to you. Make sure that this is done by the day you return to school from your remote days.